I'm proud of our players. I thought Eastern tried to throw a different style of basketball at us, where they took the air out of the ball and tried to play a lot lower possessions. And I thought it was a good test for our players at this point in the season. You're going into tournament play, you may see anything, and it was great to face this, to know that we can also win this way too. And obviously it wasn't always a comfort zone. We like to get up and down the floor, we like to run, and that was a different style than what we're used to. But I thought our players, even though we didn't shoot the ball well, we found a way to win with our rebounding. Lucretia Smith, Yolanda Richardson really did a great job of getting on the boards, as well as Kyle Bumgardner. To win on the boards 57-41, and then to attack and be able to draw some fouls to get to the free throw line. Still wish we'd connect a little higher, but we were able to get them to draw some fouls and create some opportunities that we wanted. And I'm very proud of our players. This senior group, to win their second MAC championship, is special. And it's only one of the goals that we want this year. Obviously, they're excited about today, but this isn't the same feeling that maybe we had 2 years ago when it was the first one we'd had in a decade. This is only a tip of the iceberg of what we're looking for. What we really want is still ahead of us, and I know this senior group is going to keep everybody composed and ready.
Put a lot of stock into the #1 seed, and you give any additional day of rest?
Well, I think it's definitely something that you want to have. To only have to play 2 games to win the tournament as opposed to 1, or as opposed to 3 or 4, is a huge deal. And to have legs as opposed to having to play back-to-back games, we've had to do that before. That's not easy. And I do think that it's a great advantage to be in the spot that we're in.
Did you have a feeling coming into tonight that they were going to slow things down as much as they did?
I had a feeling they were going to slow it down, but not quite as much as what they did. But, we've seen that before in the past with a couple of other teams, and not this year, but that's fine. It was a great opportunity for us to fine-tune some things. You never know what you're going to see in conference tournament play.
How frustrating is it to watch, especially the first half, where none of the shots were falling? And as a coach, that you can only diagram the plays.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that to just watch that?
Well, the biggest thing is just to tell your players who can sink shots to keep shooting, that you believe in them, because sooner or later they're going to fall, and they did. But it's tough for them. They wanted to come out here and play exceptionally well for this crowd. We're 20th in the country in attendance right now. Our fans have been absolutely amazing. I think sometimes maybe they're trying a little too hard to please, because they appreciate the fan support so much. But I'm glad we finally settled down and started to hit the shots we needed to hit.
I feel like you're, along that point, a better road team than you are a home team sometimes?
Well, we certainly can hear each other a little bit better on the road, but I don't know. It's a good question. I think this is a tough venue to play because of our fan support, and this is a great rivalry between the two teams. Every game we've played in the last 2 years has been a very competitive game, except for the one up there last year. But I mean, we've met 5 times in the last 2 years, and we're 2 teams that pride ourselves against each other. Neither one likes to give up anything, and so we knew it was going to be a good game regardless.
Well, Tricia goes for 10 and 12, I think. Is she kind of an unsung hero on this team? Does a lot of the little things that don't always show up necessarily in box score?
She definitely is an unsung hero. Of that senior class, she's probably the least talked about, but the most important. She does all the dirty work. She'll go get a rebound. She'll send an amazing screen. Everybody reads about the point that was scored, but they forget about the screen that got the person open. She's not afraid to get on the floor for loose balls. She gets a lot of deflections, and she's a 5'9" post player. I don't know another 5'9" post player around, but she plays the post because she's so aggressive and so athletic, and we're going to really miss her. I love the intensity of that player.
How do you approach the final game of the season now? You've wrapped up everything you can wrap up, but at the same time, this could be a statement game. But at the same time, you don't want anyone to get hurt. How do you go into this last game against Ball State?
Just like we would any other game. I think we still work on getting better, and it was a very competitive game at Muncie. And so I know our players are excited about that opportunity. Anytime a team gives you a run for their money, you're not going to back down against that challenge again. And it's a great chance to get a step better before we face the conference tournament. And Ball State's playing well enough to be a team that we could face at the end. So it's a great opportunity to be ready.
Given that you could play them in the championship game, do you dial things back for this game and not reveal too much?
No, I think we definitely want to give everything that we've got every time we step on the floor. I think anytime I've watched a team that maybe has saved something, it seems like you lose a piece of yourself. We don't want to lose our identity just because we're trying to get ready for the tournament. We still want to get better every game, and this is another opportunity. Games are such a better opportunity than practice to get ready for, any kind of way the game's going to be called in officiating, or just the physicality of the game. And Ball State's got a really nice team, so we're excited for this challenge, a chance to get better, a chance to improve ourselves.
Anything else?
Thanks.